Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, the realest sports talk show on YouTube, giving fans a real-life perspective on sports and entertainment.
You knew better, you do better, who do it better? CC for you, CC 22, year 2. Let's get it. Caitlyn's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlyn's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlyn's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlyn's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam. Fast break, she on the move. Go hard, win or lose. Dog on the court, but show charm in an interview. Even though they all hating, even though it's all Caitlyn. Sorry, bust your balls, but this year gon' be hard breaking. MVP, back that. Logo 3-step bags, no look past, catch that. Nike couldn't check that. So check that, hating at the door. We in year 2 with debating if she the GOAT. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble CC like Muhammad Ali. Shake the haters off like John the Liquidator. They games premature, should be baller than incubators. Keep putting ink to paper, keep signing for meals. If they try to lock you out, they'll be shining your wheels. Working at a car wash, cause most of them all wash. Claiming they the reason that most of us all watch.
Not just because of one person, it's because of me too.
What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlyn's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlyn's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlyn's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jamming. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nah, that's Angel Reese dropping turds on the game. Not working on the game, not deserving of the fame. Missing wide open lays like she played with a broken wing. Seemed hopeless, man, Lisa Leslie couldn't fix it. We scream floopies, bang, that bang getting ridiculous. Tried to poke the bear, but we laughing cause she ticklish. Can't see me no man, CC, shoot it from a distance. Shoot it with persistence, do it so consistently. 6 overall with efficient. See, still receive hate so persistently. Microwave their game, cook their game in an instant. Pinpoint pretty passes, do it with precision. And you can't see the difference, you tripping. Caitlyn is the type that can lift all boats, but poke holes, and it's all she wrote. We want all the smoke. Caitlyn's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlyn's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlyn's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlyn's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jamming. Get top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Pope, your host that do the most. Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show. Yay. I came with some evidence today, a little proof. We got to talk about it, continue to talk about it. I told y'all things was going to heat up once Caitlyn Clark announced whether she was going to play or not play for the rest of this season. Because for us Clarkies, if Caitlyn ain't playing, season is over. Season is over. But guess what? I think season's coming up for the WNBA is over. We're going to talk about it. Hit the like button, man. This is this good morning show. I love the morning shows. I really do. Unless you out the country. If you're in America, it should be morning still for you too, even if you're on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, it's very early for you. So top of it. Make sure we hit the like button. Make sure we do all of that good stuff that we need to do. Angela, she says, top of the morning to you. Yes, indeed. Awakening to Jesus. Amen. Let's get it, Pope. Amen, amen. Let the church say amen. Amen. Because you know the Pope be preaching. And I'm gonna have to do that today. I'm gonna have to cook up a good sermon. Shout out to Ravens fan in the building. What part of the earth are you at, Pope? God's green.
God's green earth. I'm in the Midwest where it's the best. Today I will drop the panel. I will drop the link. I will open the panel up. Come camera ready. I don't want no boxes on my screen. Come camera ready, because I don't know how to do like Drizzy. Shout out to Keep the Vision Angry fans, man. Shout out to them fellas. Shout out to BDP early. I know he'll be in here at some point in the time of the stream. Shout out to him already. Shout out to Fly Hippie family. I don't shout out Fly Hippie family enough. Shout out to Mick Talk Sports. Talk Hoops. True Clarkies. So yeah, man, we got to talk about it, man. There he is, BDP in the building. You down with DDP? Yeah, you know me. Who down with DDP? Oh, the Clarkies. My nigga right there, boy. Yeah. Jeff Sandy. Shout out to you, Ayers. Shout out to you. Listen, shout out to you too. I can't pronounce this name. And I'm not going to even attempt. I'm not going to even do that to your name. I'm not going to do that to your name. Okay, let's go in for you. Hey, BDP, that shit in the car, that's you ain't never lied. You pull up on the side of somebody with your ride, bumping that CC for you. Yeah, they looking like, huh? No, that shit, yeah, it's something different. It's something different. F them Picks is in the building. He says, hit the like, please do. Please do. Because this is a very important live. I should have put the emergency live on there. I really had to. I really needed to. I should have. So shout out to you. The new member in the building, staying faithful. Spinks the cat. Staying faithful. In here every stream. Became a member just recently. So yeah, if y'all not a member of the channel, please do so. Become a member. Because I want to start doing things for members only, but I need at least 50 members. I need at least 50. CC to go barnstorming or brainstorming. Did you mean brainstorming? Maybe you meant brainstorming. Paul 136 and faithful. I was on Drizzy's channel yesterday, Keep the Vision. And Pete was in the building. Maria, she was in the building. Love when she comes through. Ant was in the building, speaking good gospel. Jerry even came through. Shout out to Jerry. I know you might catch this later. I think he'd be busy in the morning. Shout out to him, though, most definitely. But, man, it all coming full circle, isn't it? It's all coming full circle. From what I said last year, and people always ask, last year we was confused on why Caitlyn Clark was getting abused and it was being allowed. We were scratching our heads like, what the hell? Do y'all remember? Hold on, let me get big screen. Shout out to Chris from Cleveland. Do y'all remember? We was scratching our head like she got hammered. They talking crazy. Y'all not going to do nothing? Y'all not going to say nothing, WNBA? These girls, y'all put Diana I knew everything was weird. When Iowa versus Connecticut, we got to take trips down memory lane because I'm pointing a lot of this stuff out in real time. Now that we seeing it was clear as day now. So we got to go back down memory lane. But when Iowa was playing Connecticut, Paige versus Caitlyn, and they put ESPN, put two Connecticut players, two of the best WNBA women's players of all time at their positions. Diana Taurasi, and I believe Sue Bird. If I'm not correct, correct me in the chat. I know it's Diana Taurasi and somebody else. But they had their own segment versus a Connecticut game, 2 Connecticut players. And Caitlyn Clark was getting like, they was kind of like making Paige as if she was just as good as Clark, or if not better. They would choose Paige over Clark. I believe they even said that. Right? Then you had Diana Taurasi. She went on SVP show and she smashed Caitlyn. Like, she's going to you look superhuman versus 18-year-olds, but we grown women over here. Y'all know the spiel. And I kept asking myself, even at that time, why is ESPN allowing this to go on? Because here comes, because LeBron was protected by the media. He was protected by the media early from day one. You couldn't come bashing LeBron if they calling him the chosen one, right? The media calling him the chosen one. All of this before he played one game of NBA basketball. They were saying he was going to be better than Michael Jordan before he played one game of NBA basketball. Right? That was their prediction. They was Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and you couldn't dare say nothing wrong about LeBron James in the media, especially on ESPN. He was protected. They had one person in the media that was able to talk bad about LeBron James, and his name was Skip Bayless. That was it. They had one guy who went against the grain, and of course, you want to have that one person and everybody else just debate and argue with him, and it made for good debate shows, which was born First Take. So here comes Caitlyn Clark, and you see the numbers she's putting up and doing and so on and so forth. And I'm like, why y'all allowing all of these people to kind of take shots at her? I don't hear nobody really bigging her up, nobody hyping her up. I don't hear nobody saying she is amazing. I didn't hear that. After she did what she did versus South Carolina, you should have, OMG. That shit should have led all shows. It didn't lead no shows. Think about that. What she did versus South Carolina in the Final Four, that should have been talked about. At nauseam. You understand? Like, you should have been tired of hearing this girl's name, the way she played the game. She should have been since Iowa, but she wasn't. And instead, you had people like Diana Taurasi, Bree Stu, Asia Wilson. You had all of them openly saying, you had what? Asia said, because she white, that's why she get all of this. You had Bree Stu talking some shit. You had Diana Taurasi, she looked superhuman versus 18-year-olds. And I'm like, where's the love? You ain't got nobody got no love for the girl? Okay, smooth. Then she gets drafted. Everybody's happy. We all us Clarkies, we're going crazy. She gets drafted. She prodded down during the draft. Kate Money Martin gets drafted. Oh, we loving what's going on. And then the first thing that happens when we have a problem is the first time the head coach speaks, her new head coach. First time we get to hear from her new head coach, Christy Sides, she in the media talking about, I want to see her shoot deep twos and not deep threes. She not playing with the girls in Iowa now. I got to break her of her bad habits. Huh? Caitlyn Clark? Bad habits. 30 and 10 on average? back-to-back national title appearances with Iowa. Lisa Bluter, one of the best coaches of college coaches of all time. Bad bitch. We had to side-eye her. Christy side. We had to raise the rock eyebrow on her. What are you talking about? Lisa Bluter retired right after she made that speech. Lisa Bluter said, the fuck? I just knew Lisa Blue was coming to save the day and was going to be the new coach for the Indiana Fever, but that didn't happen. So then we come to preseason, and they double teaming her and picking her up 94 feet. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is preseason. They mucking it up. And all the while, a lot of people got a lot of shit to say in the media. Even before a first preseason game, a lot of the players, a lot of the coaches. You already had Cheryl Reeves, first preseason game, the USA Olympic coach, tweeting out, it's more than just one game on. Y'all can come check us out over here. And somebody said, oh, we know why they only looking at that game. And she replies, that part. Which Christian Brennan called her out on that. But ain't that a head scratcher? Why are you doing that? How is this allowed? She the U.S. committee coach. How's she tweeting out negative shit about Caitlyn Clark? And she the USA Olympic coach. She one of the best coaches in all of the WNBA. And she tweeting out shit about Caitlyn Clark? Can you imagine Phil Jackson tweeting out about Kobe or somebody like that when he was a rookie? Like, hey, man, hey. He's a wannabe MJ. I got the real MJ over here. Y'all come check out the real MJ. He's a fraud. What? How the fuck? How is that smooth? Coach K. Think about Coach K. This is what the level of Cheryl Reeves as the WNBA coach is on. She's up there, one of the better coaches. So I'm calling out the prestige coaches that we know on the men's side. Coach K, USA men's coach. He tweeting out, hey, man. No, how was that smooth? And it went unscathed, and nobody said nothing about it. No problems. No problem. Let me get this super chat before I keep cooking. Spink the Cat says, gotta run a great day. God bless. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Much love. Have a nice one. But is y'all, let me see what BDP. Preseason game called by Cheryl Swoops, mind you. Oh, come on. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Mind you, put that back up. Called by Cheryl Swoops, who was just on Gil Arenas lying about this rook, bro. Like, come on, man. This shit drives me nuts. Yeah, you fucked me up with that one. Because that's just to add some more shit on top of the shit. They also, as messy as they put Cheryl Swoops, who they know hates Caitlyn Clark from her comments and didn't even apologize for real or nothing, and had her interview Caitlyn Clark. Come on, man. So we scratching our head. At this time, in real time, we are scratching our domes. We like, what is going on? What's happening? Time goes, now we see the schedule. We're not even really aware of the schedule. So now regular season starts. Again, whole preseason, she get double teamed and blitzed in preseason. And they got Cheryl Swoops commenting, and it's all messy, and a whole lot of players and coaches all through preseason. is attacking Caitlyn Clark in a sense. And the refs are not calling shit in preseason. And we like, what is going on? How is this? And a lot of people at the time, oh, because she's white and she's straight. And I'm like, that can't be the case. I mean, it might have a little, but that can't. Bree Stewart is she white, but yeah, she gay, but she white. She's the great player in the league. She's MVPZ. Sabrina Ionescu, she white. She just did a 3-point shootout with Curry. She one of the top players in the league. She's straight, I believe. She white and straight. They don't do that to her. Oh, well, it's because it's her first year in the league. This is the welcome to. I'm like, okay, I'll go check out other players. No, they didn't guard them like that. Candace Parker, they didn't guard her like that. They didn't guard nobody like this. This is preseason. So we're like, no, that don't add up neither. That don't make sense. That's how I live my life too. If it don't make sense, it's not the truth. It's how you simplify things. Like, so this don't make sense. This don't make sense. She's a phenom. She filling up the arenas. You got to move from them little bitty gyms you was playing in and put her in the NBA gyms. She just got y'all charter flights. We scratching our heads. What's going on? She got your charter flights. She got y'all off the bus. Y'all bitches was on the bus. Y'all was on the bus seat. Oh, get on the magic school bus. Y'all was on the bus, cuz. You was on the bus, cuz. Damn. Oh, shit, man. You was on the bus. Yeah. You was busting it. You was busting it to the games. Busted ass bitches was busting it. She came and got you charter flights. And it was still all hate. It was still no love. You had Asia Wilson and Becky Hammond. Remember the interview that they did together? And she was like, man, I'm tired of Asia Wilson. I'm tired of talking about it. I mean, God, man, get a girl some grace. I mean, it's other players. And she went, remember? And then Becky Hammond was like, I don't give a shit if Kermit the Frog got us chartered flights. Remember? So now not only did you have Cheryl Reeves, who's one of the top head coaches in the WNBA of all time, now you got Becky Hammond chiming in. Saying, I don't give a shit if Kermit the Frog got us chartered flights. The disrespect. And we scratching our heads. What is going on? What the fuck? Why you got? She has been nothing but kind and nice. Caitlyn Clark has been nothing but nice. What is going on? The fuck? What are your problems? Yeah, the problem. What all y'all got problems? And WNBA, Kathy, Adam, anybody? Y'all allowing this? Cash cow. You've missed money forever. We just found out. This is when we just found out y'all never profited. Never, ever. Yeah, ever. Never profited. In 27, 6, 8 years, you didn't turn over a profit. The league been so we just found that out last year because we wasn't keeping up with this, and we like, damn. And here, Caitlyn Clark goes, bringing in everything, chartered flights, filled up arenas, moving shit to the NBA, TV, like everything, merch, everything is going up. Now we learning who Bree Stu is. We know the fuck you was. We learning who Asia Wilson. We didn't know the fuck you was. We learning who Kelsey Plum. We didn't know the fuck you was. We learned who Kelsey Mitchell. We didn't know the fuck you was. We learning who AB. We didn't know the fuck you was. We learning Saku Sai, but we didn't know who the fuck you was. We didn't know who none of y'all was. Unless you was Kate Money Martin. We knew who she was. We didn't know y'all. But y'all got commercials, getting in rental cars, and y'all got all of this shit going on without Caitlyn Clark involved. And we don't know who y'all are. We don't know. But you dissing Caitlyn Clark? You got the nerve to have attitude. Becky Hammond, we didn't know we kind of knew, but we really didn't know. We had to, who is she? Who is she again? I heard of that. Who is she again? Oh, the DEI hire for the Spurs, Greg Popovich. That's who that is. Okay. All right. Cheryl Reeves, we didn't know who the fuck you was. Nefesti Collier, we didn't know who the fuck you was. Marina May, none of you hoes. But y'all got the nerve to talk shit to Caitlyn Clark and about Caitlyn Clark and always have negative shit to say when it comes to Caitlyn Clark. We were scratching our head. What is going on? And then this came up. This came about. And I said, uh-oh. Now I see what's going on. Let's go.
Two-time WNBA MVP.
What?
Two-time WNBA Finals MVP.
What?
Absolute legend. And now, I think after it's been announced, you're trying to change the future of women's basketball forever with this new league that you're starting. Tell me about how Unrivaled has come together. And when you think about the concept, what does the future mean? Is this going to become the Premier League?
Hold on, Pat. I just want to hear what you said one more time. What did you say again?
NBA Finals MVP.
What?
Absolute legend. And now, I think after it's been announced, you're trying to change the future of women's basketball forever with this new league that you're starting. Tell me about how Unrivaled.
You're trying to change the women's basketball forever? Forever? Or is this just a little fly-by-night league? Right.
Has come together. And when you think about the concept, what does the future mean? Is this going to become the Premier League for women's basketball?
Is this going to become the Premier League for women's basketball?
Well, first of all, Pat, I have to give you a little bit of shit for being so behind with the WNBA.
Okay.
We're happy that you're here now, so thank you for coming to games. I hope to see you when we come to Indiana one more time later in the season.
Okay, we'll see what day it is. You know, I got stuff. I'm on that Raw. I'm busy, but I will. Okay, I will certainly come and watch the Liberty show.
Imagine bringing your side project to life.
I have to give you a little shit, Pat, because you didn't ever come to the WNBA games. Now, mind you, Pat McAfee's show and everything is in Indiana. He's in Indiana. And he played for the Colts. He was a kicker for the Colts, just in case you didn't know that. Now, let's go.
It'll be 3-on-3, 1-on-1, top 30 in the season.
Okay, we'll see what day it is. You know, I got stuff. I'm on that Raw. I'm busy, but I will. Okay, I will certainly come and watch the Liberty show.
About Unrivaled, it's going to be 3-on-3, 1-on-1, top 30 players. We're going to play 10 weeks in Miami during the W's off season, so we don't have a 7-week gap. And what's most exciting about it is it gives opportunities for players to play at home, not go overseas, build their brands, and make 6 figures at least.
Yeah, and
mind you, look at her background. Mind you, look at her background. She doing this interview with a New York Liberty background on ESPN. Let me read this super chat real quick before we continue. This is heating up. We heating up, ladies and gentlemen. We are heating up. CC to go brainstorming off season. Yes, barnstorm. I don't know what barnstorming is. Appreciate the super chat though. I'm not sure what barnstorming is. You got to explain that to me. Shout out to Raven. Oh no, this is Jeff Sandy. Shout out to you. Cece is pretty damn smart. I'll bet she has something up her sleeve. She's not going to allow this shit to mess up the rest of her career. Agree. I believe her next move will be her best move. All right, let's move.
Sham Sharani has been releasing a lot of the info about making six figures each and everything. And we just learned, and once again, we apologize, all right? Okay, B-Stu, we apologize. We just learned what the rookie contract is for the Caitlyn Clark whenever that was announced that the big three.
We just all learned everything. See, we with Matt. We with Pat. We all just learned. We learned that y'all ain't turned a profit. Y'all ain't turned a profit. In 30 years, we just learned what y'all got paid, everything. We just learned it. I said this, I want to take y'all down memory lane, real time. And so everything was a head scratcher on what is going on. Why are they allowing Caitlyn Clark to get destroyed like that? And here came this episode. Now, a lot of this, when this came out, it went over your head like a carry-on. Oh, why it is Caitlyn Clark was being smashed, but I had explained it, and I'm explaining it again.
Made an offer to her that was going to be like 5x whatever she was going to be making in the WNBA. When you piece this whole thing together, obviously salaries are a massive part of it, but ownership is as well. First 30 players are going to get ownership in the league. How is that going to come about, and what's the next moves that you guys have to make to really get this thing launched in January 2025?
Yeah, I mean, I think that funding is closed right now, so we're ready to go. We had our official announcement today, which means we are taking off. I think the thing that you touched on was first 30 players, top 30 of year one are going to have a piece of equity in this league. So as we continue on, hopefully it only gets bigger and better, and just continues to kind of put eyes on women's basketball in a different light.
Go ahead, AJ.
You said 3-on-3, but you also said 1-on-1. So if we go to one of these games, what are we going to see? What does it look like, I guess, from start to finish?
How did that even make sense? That's why she stumbled at that. I should have paused it after she stumbled. But he's saying, what is that going to look like with the one-on-one thing? All right, cool. But 30 players got equity in the league. Come on. And if we add more, everybody's just going to have equity in the league. Okay. And we're going to put a different light on women's basketball. Okay. We'll see.
Yeah, so 3-on-3, you're going to see full court. It's about a 60-foot court. It's not 94, so it's a little bit smaller than normal. There's going to be 6 teams of 5, so everybody has 2 subs because, as you guys know, 3-on-3 up and down is exhausting. And then 1-on-1 will be in a half-court setting. It'll be more like 18 players probably. Not everyone that's doing 3-on-3 will play 1-on-1. And if you come, you'll see fast games, buckets, and a lot of excitement.
Is this going to be at night, during day? When is it?
Honestly, the timing hasn't been announced. I think that we're trying to work through a TV deal with John Skipper and Dan Levy. And whenever people want to watch us the most, that's when we're going to be.
Well, I'll be intrigued.
I don't know. And again, look what she just said. We're trying to work out a TV deal, right? Right? So if you're trying to work out a TV deal and all of this stuff at this time, believe you me, the people want to know who's playing in the league. They want names. They don't want to hear top 30 players. What does that mean? What does that mean? Top 30. You can't go into a negotiation with a network company, TV network company, and you try to negotiate a deal and you say, yeah, put this on. Can we get, okay, well, who's playing in the league? Well, it's me, Brianna Stu. I'm Stu. Got Fifi. That's Fee. Do you know Fee? They let's think about this. They don't know who these women are neither. They don't know the networks, the people at the top of the network. Bree Stack, you got me, right? They okay. Who are you? But okay. He, right? Don't know. Okay. Asia. No, don't know. Angel Reese. Oh, yeah. Okay. You got Angel. Okay, we've heard of Angel. Okay, we understand. Okay. Sabrina and Eskew. They look at each other. That girl that shot the 3-point contest against Curry in it. Yeah. She's a little cutie. Yeah. Okay. All right. She shot with Steph Curry. We seen her. Who else? Kelsey Plum. No, Kelsey Plum. Yeah, Kelsey Plum. You? No. All right. Keep going. Jonquel Jones. You heard it? No. Okay, enough names. Do you have Caitlyn Clark? We're still working on that. Oh. You're still working on Clark? You said you had the top 30 players, I would assume. I would assume you had Caitlyn Clark in the mix. No Clark, no spark. Can't do a deal. Come back to us when you got something else. Come back. We're not saying no, but it's not a yes. Caitlyn Clark, it's a yes. If you get Clark, it's the yes. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. And I make sense. This is not me just spitballing. This is what the fuck took place. This is what's taking place in real time. They're trying to find a deal, and they're like, no deal without the thrill of CC22, period. Point blank fucking period. And you know how much that had to piss off all of the powers that be if this is the plan, is to get rid of the WNBA and proceed with this league? And you got the main attraction saying, no, thank you. Don't want to do it. That's how they set her up from the jump. This is what told me, this is when light bulb went off in this mind of mine that reads between lines. I said, that's why y'all allowing all of this shit against Caitlyn. This is why. I said, the WNBA about to go away. This is about to be the new wave. People started at the real time. It probably wasn't even a lot of y'all, but y'all like, nah, Pope. They just came with a new expansion team out in Oakland. They finna be the Valkyries. Nah, Pope. They not about to do away with this league. I said, no. They finna do away with the WNBA, man. And this is why they smashing Caitlyn Clark, man. This is why this shit is allowed. And this is why Ice Cube offered Caitlyn Clark, when she was playing in the Final Four, $5 million to play in the Big Three, because he knew she turned them down. Yeah. I said, okay, now it all makes sense. Now it all makes fucking perfect sense to me on why they doing what they doing and allowing what they allowing when it comes to Caitlyn Clark. Hello.
Because January, end of football season.
Mm-hmm.
So you got nights that are definitely available.
Mm-hmm.
You got nights that are definitely available for mass audience. Not saying that your audience won't follow, but like mass audience. And if it's quick, upbeat, and it has great pace, and it has the top 30 players, which people know, let's have some success here.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Hey, let's have some success here. We brought this up earlier to Shams, and I know that this isn't necessarily what the WNBA wants to hear, but don't you think there's a chance that if women have ownership in this league and they're getting paid more money than they potentially make in the WNBA, and you're living in Miami, and it's a 7-week season, and if it has a big platform, is the W worried about this league? Does the W know about this league? And that's real. That's a real question. How is that whole relationship?
That's a real question. Come on, Pat. Preach, Pat. That's the real question. I'm sorry, that just woo. Hold on, right? Ain't that a real question for anybody? Anybody. If it don't make sense, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the truth. There's no way in the world this league can be okay. The WNBA can be okay with them promoting another league while she's on a job for the New York Liberty. She got New York Liberty in the background. It's no way. I said this in real time. I said, oh, they're complicit. They're conspiring with them. For sure. That's why I knew the WNBA was about to go away. I knew it. And at this time, I didn't even know they was about to have a new CBA deal coming up. In real time, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that yet. In real time, when this was happening, I didn't know a new CBA was coming up and it was a possible lockout luring. In real time, I don't think a lot of us knew that. Some of y'all did. Probably BDP, probably knew. But in real time, I didn't know that, right? So when I found that out, I said, oh, yeah, look. This is, of course, look. Oh, this is easy to see. They was trying to move on. Look at her smile. And look at the seriousness of Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is a jokester like myself. He clowns a lot, but he's serious. But he clowns a lot, but he's serious. This is when he goes into serious mode. He said, no, real question. Go back.
You know, and it's a 7-week season. NBA wants to hear, but for mass audience, not saying that your audience won't follow, but like mass audience. And if it's quick, upbeat, and it has great pace, and it has the top 30 players, which people know, let's have some success here.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, let's have some success here. We brought this up earlier to Shams, and I know that this isn't necessarily what the WNBA wants to hear, but like, don't you think there's a chance that if women have ownership in this league, and they're getting paid more money than they potentially make in the WNBA, and you're living in Miami, you know, and it's a 7-week season, and if it has a big platform, is the W worried about this league? Does the W know about this league?
Does it know?
You know?
Or is this secretive? Is this a secret? Did y'all just boom? Is this breaking news to them, or they seen this coming? Let's go.
That's real. Like, that's a real question. How is that whole relationship?
Kathy definitely knows about the league, and I think that right now we're just in support of one another. They want us to continue to make this happen because they want us to be home as well. For a basketball player, usually you go overseas. I played in China and Turkey and Russia. So I don't think that there's like any like hard feelings right now. They're in support of us and making sure that we continue to uplift the W as they uplift us.
Yeah, go.
Can we have a moment of silence for the death of WNBA? You mean to tell me they're not complicit in this? You mean to tell me they're not conspiring with one another? You mean to tell me that? You mean to tell me I was wrong? So you mean to tell me, you still mean to tell me I was wrong? You still mean to tell me that? Nah, exactly. They really think they cared about the W being no. Clark is worth $1 billion or $2 billion for the WNBA. Yeah, and she would be worth the same for Unrivaled if she was in it, and especially if they went into 5-on-5. Wow. She just said, "Let's go back. Let's listen again."
A big platform. Is the W worried about this league? Does the W know about this league? And you know, that's real. Like, that's a real question. How is that whole relationship?
Kathy definitely knows about the league, and I
definitely knows about this league.
I think that right now we're just in support of one another. They want us to continue to.
We're in support of one another, huh? They want us to listen to us.
Make this happen because they want us to be home as well.
You know, that's real. Like, that's a real question. How is that whole relationship?
Kathy definitely knows about the league, and I think that right now we're just in support of one another. They want us to continue to make this happen because they want us to be home as well. for a basketball player, usually you go overseas. I played in China. And
they want us to be home. They don't give a shit. They want you to be healthy. Dumb. They want you to be healthy. Yeah, they want you to be in your house at home and coming into the facility during off season. See, in NBA, NFL, I'm not sure about the MLB, NHL, but I know NBA, NFL for surely. Y'all can let me know in the chat if it's the same way for the other two leagues that I'm not sure on, or the soccer league, the professional soccer league in America. Usually they have a bonus check to come and train in the off season. The facility is always open, even if it's the off season. The facility and everything in there is open to you if you're on the roster. It's even open for some people that's not on the roster. They can still come in. They professionals and they free agents or something like that, and they might be in town and want to come and get a little workout. They set it up and sometimes get the okay. But when you're on a roster and in your contract, that's in most of all of their contracts, is you got to come in during the offseason. And so y'all this is crazy. This is crazy.
Turkey and Russia. So I don't think that there's like any like hard feelings right now. They're in support of us and making sure that we continue to uplift the W as they uplift us.
Yeah, go get
How the fuck? Okay, let it go.
Beast. Okay. You know what I mean? Go. Yeah, absolutely.
Look, they confused. They're confused. He like, yeah. No clapping. He like, yeah, that shit don't make no sense. Pat, I like that. Pat say, yeah. Look at their faces.
Feelings right now, they're in support of us and making
no
sure that we continue to.
Hold on, listen to the no hard feelings right now.
I think that there's like any like hard feelings right now. They're in support of us and
I don't think there's no hard feelings right now. They're in support of us. We're in support of them supporting us.
making sure that we continue to uplift the W as they uplift us.
Yeah, go get them. Beast. Go get them. You know what I mean? Go. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let's go get them. You know what I mean? And I tell you, you get this. I mean, you get the names, and it's like, what are we even talking about? Yeah, all of a sudden.
You get the names. Pat McAfee, no, he didn't been to the Caitlyn Clark game. He didn't been to the Indiana Fever game against the Liberty. So, again, understand this too. This is what they talk before they go on and do this, on what they're going to talk about. And so Pat McAfee is well aware as this is going on. Caitlyn Clark, they have not signed Caitlyn Clark. That's something that he's asked her off camera. That's something that he knows they haven't signed. So it's no talking about Caitlyn Clark being a part of this league. Because she's not yet. That's why doing the whole segment, he's not going to speak on Caitlyn Clark. He's not going to answer that direct question. Pat McAfee, who's direct as they come, is not going to ask Breanna Stewart through a whole 20-minute segment about a new league, a new women's league. He's staying away from the question of asking, is Caitlyn Clark, have you spoke to her about this? Like anybody will want to know that, right? That's big. That's what's big, not this league. The new women's league, that's not big. Because the women's league you in is failing. And the only spark in that women's league that you're in right now that's been around for 30 years and been failing for 30 years, the only thing good in that league is Caitlyn Clark. So here you are announcing a new women's league, and you have a new superstar in your old league that's kind of making your league relevant while you even on our show, because he didn't know who you was. Just like he told you, hey, man, I didn't know nothing about you. I didn't like he apologized for not knowing her and knowing the team and all of this, not being around in the WNBA. And that she got on him in the beginning. Y'all remember? So you only up here, Breanna Stew, right? Not really for this league, but yeah, he heard that y'all have this league. But when he talked to you on the phone, Pat McAfee is like, okay, so you guys got Caitlyn Clark coming in this league or what? No, we haven't got her yet. We're not going to really announce the ladies that we got. Just know we got the top 30. Okay, yeah, you got the top 30. Cool. But do you have Caitlyn Clark? Is she in your top 30? Just okay, answer me this. Is Caitlyn Clark in your top 30 players in the WNBA? Is she the 30th, out of the 29th, the 28th? Where's Caitlyn Clark on your top 30 list since you got the top 30 coming into this league? It don't make sense. So again, he asked some hard questions, but he's knowing to stay away from that question because they already talked about it.
And we're business is booming potentially. Which is good for teams, and it's like, what do we even
see?
Yeah, go.
See, that's why when he set this up, if you get the right names, then it can go. Business will be booming, which is true. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows if you got Caitlyn Clark, business is booming.
Get him. Beast. Okay.
Listen.
You know what I mean? Go. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let's go get him. You know what I mean? And that's it. You get this. I mean, you get the names, and it's like.
See, I choked. I'm going back again. I don't give a fuck. See, I choked up. He almost was. You get Caitlyn Clark. That's why he stuttered a little bit. You get Caitlyn Clark. Oh no, stay away from Caitlyn Clark.
You know what I mean? Go. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let's go get him. You know what I mean? And that's it. You get this. I mean, you get the names, and it's like, what are we even talking about? Yeah, all of a sudden we're business is booming potentially. Which is good for women's basketball. Yep. All of this is good. This is just projections, obviously, for massive success. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, BC. Is the pay similar for Unrivaled versus what you would have been making overseas? And you just said you played in China and Russia. Are you worried that they're going to be super pissed because they're not very understanding sometimes?
Yeah, we don't want that.
A lot of times.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Sometimes. Mostly.
I think the pay is going to be like it's the highest average salary in women's sports in history. So
how many years? How many years do we have money right now for the funding for it to be the highest average salary for women's sports?
So we have funding. We have funding for the next 3.
Let's go. Okay. Hey, let's go.
And as far as playing overseas, I love my time in China and Russia. And I don't know if you guys know, the WNBA has prioritization now. So basically, if you're late because you play overseas, you'll be suspended the entire season. Ooh. So that's why overseas isn't happening as much because the league is like, no.
We're not doing this anymore. I think I saw a documentary on Diana Taurasi. She wasn't able to play maybe in the W because she was playing somewhere else and was making so much money.
Russia just paid her like $1.2 million to not play. She just didn't.
Can't vape though.
No.
Don't even. You pay a lot of money. Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
Hey, we all learned a vital lesson there.
Yeah.
We all learned a vital lesson. That was serious.
Good lesson.
That was serious. At 1.2 million not to play. Okay, that all makes sense. Let's get back to the W conversation here. Connor's got a question for you.
Yeah, Beastie, you can probably speak on this because you were also heralded as the next one and we're the #1 overall pick. But
lived up to it. We didn't get to say it at the time, but congratulations.
Long overdue.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations.
But with teams now, when we go to fever games, a lot of the times it feels like the other team's mindset is like, hey, we're not going to be the team to let Caitlyn Clark go absolutely bananas. And, is that a conversation for teams? Like when you guys played the fever, was it something that it's like, hey, let's show Caitlyn Clark like the W is a little different than what it is in Iowa? Or is that just more so a tip of the cap respect to Caitlyn, face guarding her and all that stuff? And did you get that type of treatment too?
Hey, man. Come on now. Say now. I'm all about my yen. Come on now. He just asked her a tough question, but not really a tough question. It's like what he did was recognize. He's just like everything we was recognized. The head scratcher. Damn, she getting face guarded. She getting picked up 94 feet, double team, blitz. Every game by every team, they targeting her, they smacking her around, they doing all kind of shit. Like, what is this? That's what I was just saying. What is this? What are we doing? What's happening?
It's going to be a welcome to the league moment, and especially in my position, you're going up against like Maya and Candace, and Elena Deladon and Tina, and they're all going to give you their best night. And for Caitlyn, I think that, obviously for guards that are guarding her, they want to make it really difficult. And then following the scout, knowing that she's a focal point of their offense, we have to do whatever we can to not let her get comfortable.
Okay, so the conversation around Caitlyn, obviously, here we go. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You guys hate her? That's what I heard. I heard you hate her.
That's the word on the street.
I heard everybody hates her.
Oh.
You hate her? I heard everybody hate her. Look, he playing fan. I heard you hate her? Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, you hate her? I heard everybody hate her. And again, this is why we was at the time. We all scratching our head. What the fuck? We were saying, what's going on? What's going on? And this told me what was going on. This episode right here. And now let's listen.
No way.
That's what people.
That's
how it feels. That's how it feels in Indiana.
That's how I feel.
No, I mean, I think I'm
See, everybody feels and sees the same thing except for the girls inside the WNBA. So what did I tell you? They lying. All of us and all of them and everybody in the world can see what we see and can make the proper assessment that, yeah, you guys hating on this girl. And it's being allowed, though. It's not only are y'all hating on her, everybody hate. You had Dejanay, Spicy Mustard Carrington tweeting out stuff when Caitlyn was in college. Oh, she gonna lead the league, and it says jokingly, and actually she did, and back, jokes on you. But all of this type of stuff was going on.
happy for her to be in this league. Obviously, I'm happy that she's brought a whole bunch of new eyes along with Angel Reese and continuing to bring those fans. I mean, to be at the Fever game and for the game to be sold out like that. I'm not sure if every single one after has been sold out, but I know it's been close. And
yeah, bitch, it has. Yep, everyone after has. You. Who do you look like right now? Now it's time to get on you. Who do you look like? That's why I said, bro. And listen. And I already had the song DC22. Already had it. Brianna Stu, two letters, DC. I believe. I might not. I might have not. But anyway.
She's gonna turn into a really, really great pro. But also people need to give her a little bit of time to be up and down and kind of figure it out, and also realize like there's an adjustment when you go from college to pro in any level. But as you could see, her last game, she had like 30 points and she's starting to get more comfortable.
Yeah. I don't know if you were running around on any courts that the Iowa Hawkeyes women's team.
Joke's on you. 62 records. She dominated their league. What do you mean? People give her grace. They don't need to give her grace. She dominated your league, even facing the toughest defense any WNBA player in history has ever faced, and she torched y'all. In her first year coming off of never being injured in college, playing every game all the way up to the national title game for the last 2 years before she got to the WNBA. So never had no time off, went straight to the league, didn't miss a beat, didn't miss a game, and dealt with the way y'all guarded her, a way that no player has ever been guarded before, and still torched y'all. Damn. Can't come for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Can't come in for you. Nah, she a dog. She can ball like she might. Come on, man.
Was playing against.
I don't think so.
I wonder if Caitlyn at one point was just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
What you were doing? You step back. I mean, we're talking just like
absurd.
Balling. The conversation actually that we had just says absolute dipshits in this entire thing. We're like, that's the one that could go play in the big three. It seems like.
Yes.
And then now all of a sudden you're
Get more comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know if you were running around on any courts that the Iowa Hawkeyes women's team was playing against.
I don't think so.
I wonder if Caitlyn at one point was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What you were doing, we're talking just like
Absurd.
balling. The conversation actually that we had just as absolute dipshits in this entire thing. We're like, that's the one that could go play in the Big Three, it seems like.
Yes.
And then now all of a sudden you're announcing a 3-on-3 league. It's like, oh, maybe we are. Hey, wait a second. Maybe we're not. Are you guys going to have 4-point shots? Are we going to do any of that type of stuff? Or is it just going to be we're playing basketball 3-on-3 against each other?
I don't know about the 4-point shot. I think right now we're just playing basketball faster pace.
What you mean you don't know about it? Aren't you the co-founder of this? Aren't you the big dog, the big boss that calls the shots? What do you mean you don't know if what we're having? Did you say you're having one or not? Oh, you don't call the shots. You just a puppet. You just a puppet. Okay.
But I'll send him a message and say that maybe we should add that.
Oh, maybe
our investors, the one Gino Arama, my coach, Steve Nash, Carmelo Anthony, the Holiday brothers, Ashton Kutcher, it goes on and on. I gotta send them a message because I don't run shit. I'm just here. I'm just DI. I'm a DI hire. I'm the white one who's the MVP of the league, who's gay. Nefessa Collier is the mixed, light-skinned black one. That she's a cutie. Everybody can, and she's straight. She's straight. I'm gay. I'm white. She's half African American. She's a African American. You know what I mean? And so we're the puppets.
6-point. You know what I mean?
From like
the other foul.
Hoop. Yeah. Like moonball.
And listen, if you want us to come up with ideas for the league, we got thousands of them.
We got it.
Yeah, we can certainly. I mean, I'm sure people will love them.
Slide in a trampoline for a possession.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
We also
they clowning these. They clowning her. They slide in a trampoline for a possession. All right. This is how unserious we take y'all. Even since listen again. Now we've been watching. So now we see who is and what is what. Who is what? What's good? Who's good? And it's still a gimmick. We laughing at y'all. Y'all trash. Yeah, you're not like Caitlyn Clark. So yeah, we'll throw a trampoline in there, give y'all a little boost so you can try to dunk the ball. That was clever. That was a clever little diss right there. That was a quick little slide.
Maybe 6-point. You know what I mean?
From like
the other foul.
Hoop. Yeah. Like moonball.
And listen, if you want us to come up with ideas for the league, we got thousands of them.
We got it.
Yeah, we can certainly. I mean, I'm sure people will love them.
Slide in a trampoline for a possession.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
We also obviously need spotlight because people say they can shoot the lights out of the gym.
Yeah.
Let's see. Somebody hits 4 in a row, turn the lights off the entire gym.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, she's heating up. You got a whole. Let's do this. If we're going to compete with the W, let's go ahead and knock them off. You know what I mean? Beast too.
Yeah.
If we're going to compete with the W, let's go ahead and knock them off. Pay attention to what people be saying, man. He didn't just say that out of nowhere. If you got a new women's league and you talking about paying them more than what the W can pay them and all of this other shit and so on and so forth, then you're definitely taken away from the WNBA, possibly, most definitely. Sheesh.
Love. How long has this been in process? I think you already told us, but this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
We also.
Let's get into it. Let's listen. Turn on listen in Arizona right here.
Obviously need spotlight because people say they can shoot the lights out of the gym.
Yeah.
Let's see. Somebody hits 4 in a row, turn the lights off the entire gym.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, she's heating up. You got a whole. Let's do this. If we're going to compete with the W, let's go ahead and knock them off. You know what I mean? Beast too.
Yeah.
I love. How long has this been in process? I think you already told us, but this league, and I assume this has been something that's been chatted about by women's basketball players for a long time. Like, hey, we need to figure out how to do something as opposed to going overseas. How long has this been kind of talked about? How long have you been a part of it? And why is now the time?
With all these Hilton Honors points, I could
Love
stay.
this question. Oh, watch this. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. Love that question. Because the way he set him up, he like, I know y'all been talking about having a new league or doing something else for the longest, right? 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 I know y'all been talking about doing something different than the WNBA for quite some time now, right? So when did y'all think about this? When did this all come about? How did you get involved? Oh, this is big. Let's pay attention.
Let's do this. If we're going to compete with a W, let's go ahead and knock them off. You know what I mean? Beastu,
Yeah.
I love, how long has this been in process? I think you already told us, but this league, and I assume this has been something that's been chatted about by women's basketball players for a long time. Like, hey, we need to figure out how to do something as opposed to going overseas. How long has this been kind of talked about? How long have you been a part of it? And why is now the time?
So we've been in works for 2 years, and it seems like it's been a long time and a really.
We've been in works for 2 years, and I'm gonna go back again because I want y'all to hear again how he's setting it up. Listen to how he's setting it up. This is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I love, how long has this been in process? I think you already told us, but this league, and
you already told us, but because he hasn't said that during this segment. That's why I said they talk before they come up here. So she already told them, but yeah, let's bring this back up. When did this come about? I know y'all been thinking about this for years now, right? Like well before Caitlyn Clark even was a name, like before she was a freshman. I'm sure y'all been thinking, how can we do something instead of going overseas to get money? How can we create a new league? And she says, no, we just started 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Who thought of this 2 years ago? Who thought out of a sudden, was it you, Beastu? Fuck no. Was it Nefessa Collier? Fuck no. Who did that? Who thought of, let's get a new women's league? And why did they think of it? Because 2 years ago, like I told y'all, Caitlyn Clark beat the Monstars in South Carolina and then went up against LSU, and that wave that she brought. Oh my goodness, the viewership, the amount of engagement online about it, even in South Carolina, even the whole thing about it, about Caitlyn Clark and how her rise just went crazy through the roof. They seen that. They seen that before we seen that. They understood that. So when people try to act like they don't understand, when she sold out the football stadium in Iowa for a basketball game, she sold out a football stadium. Please, somebody tell me how much. How many? Hold on, let's see. What's the right one? The Hawkeyes. Iowa football Hawkeye Stadium. What is it called? Kinnick Stadium. How many seats? How many seats the Hawkeye football stadium hold? 69,250 people. She sold out a football arena, a football stadium. They knew this girl was going to be special. So 2 years ago, this is dated 5/30/24. 5/30/24. Caitlyn Clark was a junior at Iowa. So they seen it coming. They seen her coming. I hope y'all paying attention to this.
I assume this has been something that's been chatted about by women's basketball players for a long time. Like, hey, we need to figure out how to do something as opposed to going overseas. How long has this been kind of talked about? How long have you been a part of it? And why is now the time?
So we've been in works for 2 years, and it seems like it's been a long time and a really short time. But now just the fact that we're able to be here, we're able to announce our launch. And like you said, being able to be home, because not only being overseas to make money, but you're overseas means you miss holidays and you miss like moments with family. And now we'll be able to really just like have a deeper dive into the United States and the sports and the moment we have here.
USA. Not just USA, they're down in Miami.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice place to be in the
USA. It's not a bad idea. No state income tax either, right?
Mm-hmm. None.
You guys can come to the Olympics too if you want. I mean,
all right. So now, again, I'm about to open the panel up, man. I'm about to drop the link. because I want to know what y'all think about this. All of a sudden, they thought about having a league, a new women's league, after they seen Caitlyn Clark. And Caitlyn, so again, I told y'all, I believe this whole league was all predicated on Caitlyn Clark being there in this league. It was all thought of because of Caitlyn Clark. And because of the new CBA that was coming. It's why it's time now to drop it. This is what we have to understand. So the new CBA, they knew it was coming very next year. Why would you start a new league if you feel like, okay, wait, if we negotiate a real good deal in the WNBA, since Caitlyn Clark is coming down the pipe, just like they knew she was coming, she would be in the league. Caitlyn Clark could come down and she selling out arenas, stadiums, football stadiums. 14 million, 19 million, 20 million. Like she doing viewership that's crazy numbers, right? So the new CBA, we can negotiate and probably get a better deal. Things are going to change. And then you see you get a charter flight as soon as she get there and all of this stuff. So again, why would you not wait at least to see if they're going to pay you 7 figures and give you all of the things that you want to ask for, basically to keep you here at home. If that's the most important thing, is to keep you at home so you ain't got to go overseas. Okay. Well, why not just wait till after this year? And if they still didn't want to do the 7-figure deal and that good type of thing, then let's proceed with coming up with a new league, because this league obviously don't want to do right by us in their eyes. Come on, man. We got to know, but I want to bring some people up. Again, come up camera ready, not camera ready, man. Don't even come up. Don't even trip. Let's see. Control. What is it? Control V. Hope I'm doing it right. Hold on. I ain't even. Let's hit the link. Copy. So now we need the paste with Control V. Yeah. Control V. Hit the like button, man. And tap the super chat if you can. Hit the like button, tap the super chat. That's how we get paid around here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Lord Jesus, this is tough. I just dropped the link. Oh, man, this felt good. This live felt good. Camera ready not to get confused with Natasha Howard. Casket ready. Yeah, hit the link, ladies and gentlemen. Come camera ready, man. Yeah, I like to know who I'm talking to, man. If I'm going to have a conversation with you, I need to know who the hell I'm talking to. You understand? I need to see who I'm talking to. We got to have a real adult conversation around here. But, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I could have laid it out for you no better. Sheesh. I'm like, shit. That was it. I called it way back when. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, my little spidey senses and the way I see things, I'm gonna have to. It's like you seen it, Paul. And sometimes I tell myself, you see things, the players fuck up. I'm not always right. I'm not 100% all the time. I'm wrong a lot. Shit. I'll be right a lot too. And even when I'm wrong, I could have been right, so I'm still right. I don't give a fuck. But I see things, man. And I said, oh yeah, none of that makes sense. So if it doesn't make sense, guess what it can't be? The truth. If it don't make sense, it's not the truth. Point blank, period. And I'm not going into, it doesn't take a genius to understand what makes sense. Does it make sense for the WNBA to allow them to solicit a new league that's going to rival to their league, talking about paying the players more money, giving them equity in the league, all this stuff? It's no way they're going to allow that without some kind of backlash. you would have got suspended fucking around. Hello. If you would, that's why Pat McAfee said, do they know y'all doing this? Because that's the head scratcher. It's no way ladies and gentlemen, you've seen Professor Collier come up to the All-Star voting for the All-Star vote with Unrivaled shirt on. She promoting Unrivaled, Breonna Stewart promoting Unrivaled, sitting behind a Liberty sign. They're soliciting now on the job. They knew damn well they had a CBA coming up. How you creating a new league and think you're going to negotiate more money from the WNBA and want more money? And if they give you, they're willing to give you that money and guaranteed contracts, possibly. But y'all can't play in other leagues, which you only play in other leagues because you wasn't making enough money in the WNBA. So if they solve the problem when it comes to you making money, then what would you want to play in another league for? Why would you want to put your body through that extra? If you're trying to grow this game, y'all need more than 40 games, 44 games. It needs to be at 50, 60 games. You need more teams. You need to have 24, 25 teams before people really start taking you seriously. You got 12 teams, 13 teams. My bad. You got 13 teams. Listen, if I was going to a tournament, I'm taking the kid. I'm looking for a good tournament to put my team in, my AAU team. If you only got 13 teams in the tournament or 12 teams and I make the 13, that's a lame ass tournament. You got a season, 44 games with just 13 teams. That's not serious. You playing the same people a million times over for what, and they're not even entertaining. You got to open it up if you're going to have a league. Again, y'all been around for 27, 29, 30 years. Let's just round it up to 30 years. You've been around for basically 3 decades. And y'all haven't came up with more than 12. Just now you got 13 teams. You've been around for 30 years. And that's why the WNBA is going away, ladies and gentlemen. You can't be serious. You can't be taken serious and you only got 2 fucking teams. Yeah, we're going to have a professional league and we only got 5 teams around us. Like, having 13 teams is damn near equivalent to having 5 teams. When it comes to is this competitive? Is this entertaining? Is this interesting? Like, if you don't even got enough. Oh my God. Like I said, I'm looking for a tournament to put my kids in. If you tell me you only got 12 teams involved, and that's in my age group. If I got the 14U and we going and I ask you how many 14Us are, but that's if that's a tournament you're not sure about and you got to ask that. Usually the tournaments you already know better, but of course, again, you're not just going to have 12, 13 teams. It's going to be a nice pool of teams that you're going to have to whoop. You're going to have to get through in order to continue on. So I don't know. It is what it is, man. I don't know. Oh, man. How long I've been going? Shout out to everybody, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, man. Shout out to Ken Crossan in the building. Ayers is in the building. AW, they threw the opportunity to the floor. Now, let's speak on this before I go real quick. To me, because I ain't even landed the plane. Caitlyn Clark, she's at a point now to where she's not going to have a choice or her choices will be either play in Unrivaled or go overseas. There will be no more WNBA, ladies and gentlemen. I said that this year. I said it last year in real time, 5/30/2024. And I don't have it no more because I think when I did that, when I reacted to that, it either got copyrighted or something. I had to take it off because I wasn't even monetized at the time. I wasn't even monetized at the time when I got on that. I was trying to get monetized, so I was like, nah. I had to take it down. But boy, I wish I was looking for it. I was like, man, do I have when I reacted to this in real time? And I told everybody, hey, WNBA about to go away. WNBA, but this is about to be the new wave right here. And again, will Caitlyn Clark, if she plays in the Unrivaled, please believe, from whoever said this earlier, I think somebody said she's smart. And I was like, yeah, she's going to make her next move her best move. And believe she will negotiate if her agent doesn't. And she does. Somebody says she got to get rid of that agent who got the Investor Collier's agent. I believe that too. She needs to hire me, hire the Pope, and we'll be good to go. But because we need more equity than anybody in the league. We need more equity than Fee, than Bree. I need to talk to the investors and let them know y'all invested in me. Y'all didn't invest in them. Ain't no way you would want to even invest in something that's already been proven to be a failure. I'm the only reason you would invest. And so, yes, I know I pissed a lot of y'all off last season by not playing in your league, but we got to do better. We got to do better. Maria, I'm going to need you to come on camera. And I ask you, is that Maria? Maria, hold on, wait. That's Maria.
It is, but you don't want me scaring your people. Come on, man.
Oh, man, Maria.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm doing good. I guess
You know,
I can
Bubba,
take exception to the rules. That's not good. See, you making me break my own rules.
what?
Oh, man, they gonna say
I'm on camera. Look, I'm on camera and I'm undercover in my diving suit. Deep dive. Get it? You get it?
right on. So we was on Keep the Vision yesterday, and so
Yes.
you heard me say this yesterday. What's
Yes.
your thoughts on? Did you watch that in real time? What I just played? Did you catch that in real time?
I did. And as much as I love you, I'm still going to stay on my stream saying they need CC for cred. You know that. You and I know that. Many people know that. They need her for cred. No CC, no Unrivaled, regardless. Because also I was thinking, I don't really like watch a lot of TNT and their viewership is limited to TNT for now. Okay, I'll give you that because you may say, yeah, that may be for now. So I'll give you that. But the bottom line is, these are the same women who have abused her left and right in the W. She don't need, and Cece wants to be liked. I get it, but she don't need to be anywhere near Unrivaled. The W is not going to go anywhere because if the owners in the W have their own scheme going, money laundering, all that other crap that I hear about, they're not going to let the W go. Number one. Number two, like I said, CC doesn't need to be anywhere near Unrivaled because it's like, I'm going to reward you for abusing me. Are you freaking kidding me? And she will lose a fan base if she goes to Unrivaled. And I'm going to add one other piece to that. They love CC right now, but if CC goes to Unrivaled and gets hurt, her own fans are going to be freaking pissed at her if she misses another season because she went to the Unrivaled and got hurt. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm not understanding though is this: if the same girls that she playing in the WNBA is abusing her and all of that stuff, right? then you wanted to still play the WNBA, right? She making them money. She doing the same thing you saying you don't want her to do in Unrivaled. It's the same thing in the WNBA. It's the same exact thing. So do you not want her to play in the WNBA nor Unrivaled? Now, if you said that, then I can kind of dig what you're saying. But neither one of them is her league. So she made money for the same girl.
True. But right now with the CBA, if the owners come back and say, there's going to be two things that can happen and two things that could be right at the same time, right? With the CBA, the owners can say, okay, we may not get rid of Unrivaled, but if you get hurt during your play at Unrivaled, your contract with the W is null and void, especially if those money figures are going to increase, right? So that's one thing. The other thing is they may also come back with better referees, and I'm just saying maybe, and I'm going with the hope of that they come back with better referees, fair play, right? Because again, if they're looking at this scheme as their, something nefarious, they're not going to let it go. So just in the hopes, I'm hoping that when they come back with the CBA, it will improve and it'll be a better game for everyone, including CC. See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, but see, so I that's what you're going with. Okay, so I see you're not understanding what I've put down this whole show of they only hate CC because she didn't join Unrivaled in the first place. And not just the girls, not just the players, the entire entertainment industry, because they want the WNBA to go away. They're all complicit on this shit because they don't want the WNBA no more. So I'm like, y'all must be missing what I'm saying.
No, I'm not. I'm not missing it. I totally feel you on that. All I'm just saying is I'm just looking at the other side of it because it could be you know what I'm saying. But no, I totally feel you on what you're saying. But we won't know until the papers are signed, right? And we won't know until CC makes Unrivaled credible or not. See what I'm saying?
Yes, but okay, so what we need to see and what I'm seeing, what I'm seeing from what I just played, right? What I just put up on the screen of Bree Stu announcing this and Pat McAfee saying, hey, do the WNBA even know about this? Like, this is a secret? Like, what? How they cool with you doing this? And she's like, yeah, and so on and so forth. And then Pat comes back with, yeah, so if you want to do away with the WNBA, yeah, we got to go big or go home. Because that is exactly what's going to happen. That's plain to see. That they knew the CBA was coming up, so they knew Caitlyn Clark was coming out of the league. I mean, coming to the league out of Iowa. And so the people that invested, Breonna Stewart and Nefessa Collier didn't invest a penny in this. They're broke as shit. Okay, they didn't have no financial nothing to do with this. This coming from all the people that's invested money into it. And they thought, Caitlyn Clark, we do the whole powers that be. That's what I'm saying, the people who run in this industry. It's time to do away with the WNBA. We haven't made a profit in 30 years. I don't even know how we allowed it to be around this long. So we can't let one person try to keep a league open and have to pay. No, we might as well do away with that, start new. And that was their plan. And she said, no, thank you to the plan. So that gave the whole WNBA, not just the players, that gave the powers that be to say, well, we're not fucking with you. From Nike to ESPN, that's Disney, that's everybody on that front that can put her on a pedestal. They chose to do opposite. Reason being, she's not going along with their plan. She's ruining their plan. And so it's like, okay, if Caitlyn says yes to them, I believe let's say hypotheticals. She says yes while she was in Iowa. She accepts. They're able to announce that league and say Caitlyn Clark and so on. They're able to dress it up how they want to. And she might not have the type of role she had that we've seen. because they know that's their golden goose now. But she's not their golden goose if they're trying to get rid of the WNBA and they're trying to make Unrivaled the new women's league in America. That's the prestige premier league. And if Caitlyn Clark isn't involved with it, that's going to fail. So imagine they failed for 30 years. They finally got a spark in Caitlyn Clark, and she tells you no. They're going to hate the shit out of her. All of them, and rightfully so. It's like, what the fuck? Wait, we only thought of this because you came along, and you saying no?
Right. I feel you on that, and your theory makes a lot of sense. I'm the type of person, I'm gonna wait and see, but I agree. I got you. I feel you. But hey, brother, I got to get back to work. I'm glad that I got.
Love you, Maria.
Hey, keep the good things going, brother. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Yeah, they say no, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, she says no. She tells the powers that be, no, thank you. On top of, I'm not running no narratives for you. I'm not doing, oh, no, I don't believe trans should be in. Like, you got to understand a lot of things. Hey, Caitlyn, you believe trans should be behind the scenes type shit. No, trans shouldn't be in women's sports. Trans men shouldn't be. All kind of stuff that she might not be just willing to stamp. Hey, Caitlyn, can you tweet out? No, I can't do nothing like that. On top of everything, it's like, okay, well, listen, man, we gonna cut you at every turn. We gonna cook you at every turn until you bow. Until you bow or you go. That's the only reason why they allow Caitlyn Clark to suffer all of the shit that she went through. That's why they allow all those players to do what they did, say what they wanted to say, and no repercussion, no nothing. Just go ahead. Smash her, and we can sit her down for a whole year. She won't play the last year of the WNBA and keep breaking records and all of that. They had all of that at stake. Her winning MVP, everything, just dominating the league. Because now they already seen they threw their best shot at her on the court. On the court, what else can we do? We double teamed her, we blitzed her, we full court pressed her all game, every team. We can't do nothing with her on the court. We knocked her down. We knocked her down. We tried to terrorize the girl, and she wasn't terrorized. They tried to We had the coach trying to slow her down. Coach putting in her head, we don't need to take so many shots. Just pass to everybody. Just get AB involved. Paint touches. Shout out to BDP. Paint touches. Right? We can't forget paint touches. Right? Kelsey Mitchell. Erica Wheeler. I'm just saying. This is what we had to deal with year one. And she smacked it. She knocked it out the park. With her teammates not being on one accord with her coach not being on one accord with her, the referees not calling no calls for her, all of the players she handled it. No problem. So they said this year, hey, team doctors, just call her out. As soon as she come in for a little sore or she feeling not, do an MRI, call her out. She's out. That's how we'll stop this. That's how we're going to stop this. Fuck it. We'll just take the backlash. But we can't let her play. Yeah. She's out. And now people are so caught up in the WNBA and following the team and reporting on the team that we continue to still report on it and talk about them and this, that, and the other and go to the games and watch the games. And so they like, cool, we'll do that. And that'll go off into Unrivaled. So, yeah, I don't want her to play in Unrivaled. But at the same time, I understand if she does, then she must have came up on a deal that she liked. She must have negotiated a deal, which we'll find out. But if she does end up in Unrivaled, I think everything will change. That's what I don't know if y'all giving Caitlyn Clark that credit. Where she says yes to Unrivaled, She's not just going to be another player in Unrivaled. She's going to negotiate that deal to where, yeah, the refereeing better be right. Yeah, to this, to that. That's what I believe. The 5-on-5, I believe everything is going to open. 5-on-5, where they go and play, the arenas they go play in, everything will go whoop, just like it did for the WNBA. Chartered flights, whatever you want. That's why they got a million. They got a million investors investing millions. They making sure they gonna have the millions. You understand? They got a million investors who's millionaires investing millions, all for Caitlyn Clark. So if Caitlyn Clark is a part of this, what you want to do, CC? You got Ashley, you got all kind of millionaires, some damn near billionaires. What you want to do? We got little millionaires, big millionaires. Hey, and if Caitlyn Clark signs on a dotted line somewhere and she negotiate a deal to where it's sweet for her, the real billionaires is going to get involved. And then the same people who was probably owning teams in the WNBA, they're going to start buying teams for Unrivaled. Everybody going to start investing in Unrivaled. If Caitlyn Clark says, yeah, I'm willing to play long as I got majority say in this and this and that and the other, yeah, I sign and we open it to 5-on-5. Everybody's going to want to invest. You're going to have Michael Jordan trying to buy a team. He's going to try to buy Caitlyn Clark's team. Michael Jordan going to go buy Caitlyn Clark's team. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what I'm saying. I don't think y'all understand that part of it. You're just looking at why would she go make them in? Those are the basketball players of the world, of the USA. Look, why would she go make them in? If that's the only league to go play in, why wouldn't she? If she gonna play against them in the WNBA and make them money, then what? I don't get it. Again, if she goes over to the Unrivaled League, it will be because she inked a great deal. And things will definitely all the way change. Just like it did for a league that was failing for 30 years. Caitlyn Clark made a league that was way bigger than Unrivaled as far as how many players is involved, how much is involved business-wise, so on and so forth. Much bigger. And there was failing. A much bigger league that's been around for 30 years, failing for that long, she changed that around. So what makes you think she can't change around a league that's kind of unknown, but the only thing that's known is she's in it? I think that league will succeed. Why wouldn't you? Why would you get mad if she get hurt in that league? She can get hurt playing fucking basketball on her front porch. Basketball is not a fucking, it's a tough sport. But and having rivals and having people that's not going to like you, that's a part of the game. But as long as the referees is reffing right, which I believe, I've seen some of the Unrivaled games last year. They ref better than the refs do in the WNBA. That's not saying much, but they don't just allow crazy stuff. I don't, you know. And again, if Caitlyn inks in, I'm sure she gonna, even if whatever was crazy in Unrivaled, we need real refs, the NBA refs. If we need real refs. Ain't no refs in training. We need D1 NBA referees. Not no G League refs. None of that. We want NBA referees. If Caitlyn Clark is involved, everything will evolve. It will all blossom. And if she is involved, it means she inked herself a real good deal. And I don't mean just money-wise. We already know Caitlyn Clark turned down $15 million. It ain't about the money. She gonna get her money, but it's the rules, the this, the that. How we playing? We playing free? I want to be in a league to where freedom of movement, like Lisa Bluter and everybody continues to say, is Gucci. Ain't no hand checking, grabbing, pulling. That shit needs to be called immediately. We need to have a referee be able to hold the referees accountable. I'm sure like all of that to where who's going to be in charge of the refs? And if we got too much evidence or we got evidence that them got too many missed calls, they fired. So again, if CC get involved, you can make this league serious for people. We know the WNBA hasn't been serious about its league for 30 years, rightfully so. They never had a star. So they have a star all of a sudden. They don't want to start having to be a serious league now. No, just start your new league and make that league serious, unlike how we did here in the WNBA. I don't get it. Again, I don't care for nothing about the WNBA, first of all. That's another thing, too. Like, we say this about Unrivaled, like, again, it's like as if, you know, what it doesn't matter. They're going to hate her in the WNBA, they're going to hate her in Unrivaled. They're the basketball players. Caitlyn Clark needs to play against people. She can't. We don't want to just see Caitlyn Clark shooting threes by herself, going against. No, Caitlyn Clark not scared to smoke. If they rep it right, it'll be all good. The W is trash, pure trash. We already see it. It's been trash for too long. So why would we want to continue to see? At least it's an unknown with Unrivaled on what it could look like with Caitlyn Clark in it. That's the unknown. That's the unknown I'm willing to go find out. Because people are like that, we're not willing to go find out. Let's go see. Because I believe that's what it all came down to. That Caitlyn Clark said, no, thank you. And that fucked their whole program up of being able to get rid of the WNBA and start a new women's league. And if you can now see that, especially after I just played all of the shit I just played, well, damn it, I need to work on my shit some more. I need to work on my communication skills better. Because damn, I thought I laid it down and to where everybody could, like, you can just see it play by play and be like, damn, yeah, damn, that's okay. Yeah. Makes sense. If it makes sense, most likely it's the truth. Don't make sense, ain't the truth. It's the Pope, man. Peace and love. Enjoy your day, man. I'm out.